Brace yourselves on Long Wednesday. Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff.
Good morning, good morning. We have gorgeous Post-its. Sweet little Bella, our granddaughter. That one's actually purple, but it looks black. Painted all these Post-its yesterday because it was raining and she was bored, and I was in here and she came in here and she painted a bunch of Post-its, and I need to use them somehow. I have something to show you though. I bought some washi tape from James Burke, who I've bought stuff from before, and I bought 4 rolls. This is not sponsored, just a fan. This is some of his ladies. It's all his art. These are out of his journals though. This is some art. This is gorgeous art, right up my alley. This is some of his, what does he call his voyages, his classes that he does. And then this is more of his cruise voyages and things that he does, his classes. And I put them in my Hobonichi, Midori Ichi. Look at this. Cruise ship classes, voyages. What does he call them? Fantastic Voyages. That's the beautiful art. That one right there. I love that one. This is some of his art from his journals and his cats mixed in. More art from his journals. This is just gorgeous. And then his thank you card had this sticker on it and some other stickers. And these are gorgeous. This one was another piece of his art that I put somewhere in here with one of his little girl stickers. I don't know where it went. I'm going to do a flip through. This is almost finished. The end of June will be finished. My Midori Ichi. Where is his other? There's a couple spots that are still kind of blank. And I've been going in and filling them in with different art projects. Somewhere in here. Oh, there it is. Look at this. I love that too. It's a Vogue magazine sticker that he made. But this all came in the mail yesterday, so it's on Saturday's page, and that's one of the prettiest pages. When the deer came through and scared me, this was one of his ideas too. If he had a blank day, he has what he called, he took a timer for 10 minutes and just went in and doodled. So and one of them was stars. So I just did that too. And that's with pens and markers and pencils and Stabella Woodies. This is Bella's Little Turtles. Otherwise, I'm trying to fill in some gaps. I have a couple gaps here. One night I saw a raccoon, possums, hoot owls, and a dead vole. So you just gotta mark it. When my sister and I went to Congaree Swamp, the dog eating my husband's shoe, my sister's ex-husband getting another divorce. Sorry. Puppy Power. This is my Palin Fest, how far I had gotten through Malaysia. A bad indigestion day. Just the book, what do you call it? Fan art from the book that we did on Buy Bun's Patreon account, which was not a fan of. I'm just not into the creepy as much as they are, and I didn't understand the book, which is fine. But it was fun doing this, for sure. That's a cover, what the cover looks like. The hydrangeas in bloom in our yard, which are hanging in there. Drums in Sado Island, Japan, from Michael Palin. Too Much Candy. Russia, Michael Basquiat. I love his art. This is The Dog's Appointment. This is Robin McClendon. This is the beginning of Palin Fest. Things from the Beach. And, oh, that washi tape that I got, that was from Bobo Design Studio. That was the national park stuff. My dog chewing cords, chargers, not hydrangeas, rhododendrons. More notes for Palin Fest. Just Easter, just filling in the stuff. Okay, all of that to say, what am I going to do today? I don't know, except that I have more paper. This is the same paper I used yesterday. I just shrunk that piece down on top of a piece of metal that I changed the color on, some Ethiopian writing, a Buddha statue, and a Australian stamp. It's all on that. More Australian art, a map of Australia, two Australian stamps, Australian art, Ethiopian writing, more Australian art, Ethiopian writing, and 2 or 3 different layers, some indigenous people from Australia, that same piece of Australian art with a little bit of fish, another piece that I just used part of it, and a crab label from Bodega Bay, California. 2 pieces of art on top of each other. Oh, this piece is part of this right here. I think this is the piece I'm going to use today. But I don't know how I'm going to do it. There's a fish, there's Aborigine art, there's art underneath this Aborigine layer, there's Bodega Bay on top, there's Japanese something or other on top. 2 Aborigine, do they like to be called Aborigine or indigenous people? I don't know. But a little boy and looks like his mom. I thought that was sweet. And here we go. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no clue. I don't have anything prepared yet. And I haven't even looked at the book. But it'll include this. Which one of these could we use? We could write our journaling on here. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. None of them really match, though. I'm going to sneeze. This one kind of does. Okay. I may have to make my own because this really doesn't match. Let's do... I'm trying to use up a bunch of little tiny cheap paints from Walmart. I might turn this into a whole new thing. Oh, that one's not even open. Let's not use that one. Let's use up one that's already open. Cream. Oh, we're going to use this one. Let's see here. This is why I don't teach things, because I don't know if what I'm doing is right. But it's okay, because it's fun. We had more people renting the house next door. My husband said it's a 3-night minimum, so I don't know if they're staying for a week. They just went out on the boat again, which if they rented the boat, I think they would have had to turn it in by now. So maybe they are staying. But there's 12 people in that house next door. Okay, this is why you do this. All right, we're going to dry these. And I'll be back. All right, I don't know where I stopped. My husband called me from Lowe's and needed me to send pictures of batteries and whatever for the golf cart. He's doing that project. Okay, now I admit, okay, that's how I'm going to do it. A picture of Bodega Bay does not look right with all these other things. And I don't know if I want to use this same paper because I just used it on the page before. I may cut these guys out. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. After I already painted this to match this. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it just works like this. Sometimes it just works like this. I still have these guys with some of the layers in and around them. I just think that's the sweetest picture. Okay, that could go with that. What else do I have over here? Truth be known, my granddaughter, oh, maybe I could put some of this. Let's do that. We painted a bunch of paper this morning, Sunday. I'm filming this behind the time or ahead of time, mainly because I just can't stop myself in this journal. I've never, ever, ever not been able to stop. Can't stop. I love this journal. I might take it to art tomorrow. I have a meeting beforehand. And I might take this to art afterwards. I haven't been to art in a month. We've had some holidays. I wasn't in the mood. Okay, let's see if we can do something with this. Even though it's Ethiopian writing, to me it's just indigenous writing. And I've stretched it, and you really can't tell unless you were Ethiopian. I doubt if there's anybody from Ethiopia watching me, but if there is, tell me, because I would love to hear all about your country. Yes, I would. Oh, let's see if we can squeeze in this, even though it's green, map of Australia. He's been working on a, working with a vet that traveled by plane to get everywhere because they're in such remote parts of Australia. They're way up in this part up here. Darwin is here. I thought it was over here, but it's over here. And he's in Catherine, which is somewhere in this part. But this part of Australia is as big as Germany, Belgium, and somewhere else. What did he say? It only has like 100,000 people. He was talking about a lot of the, he calls them Aborigines, Aboriginal people losing their land to English people and German people, and they're doing much better with it now. They're keeping it. Anyhow, he was going to different places with a vet, which is in a plane, which is the only way you can get up and down. And he was talking about flying in storms and things like that, which to me was not the most interesting part. He went to an alligator, a crocodile farm. The Northern Territory is bigger than France, Great Britain, and Germany put together, and only has 160,000 inhabitants, a quarter of whom are descendants of the Aboriginals who came to Australia across the islands of Indonesia 40,000 years ago. That is cool. But he was at a crocodile farm. He was in a camel wrangling place. He was stopping and flying in and out of places to help the vet. And that's what I talked about. On our way to Alice Springs, it's sunset and the rocks we pass glow like live coals. I'm still buzzing with the exhilaration of what has been the most physically demanding day of filming in my entire life. Camel wrangling by Jeep and helicopter. Which I thought was kind of cool. All right, let's see how we can make this work. I'm kind of going to overlap things, but I'm okay with a little bit of my cream showing of the background. Could I do that and put another stamp right there? Except that one's green. Let's put this one here. This one's green. And this is the Sydney Harbor Bridge on this stamp. And I don't know how old it is, but it's for 5 cents. So pretty old, I think. So we're collaging bits and pieces of all of this Aborigine stuff. Glue. So yes, I'm filming a couple days ahead of time, which I said I wasn't going to do, and I wasn't going to make voiceovers. And I was going to make the longer videos on the weekends to make it a little bit more user friendly to people, for people to watch. But I can't help myself. I just keep making stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to make this. Oh, let's do this one. So I'm just going to go with it. The mood strikes me because this is one of my, I know I say this a lot, but this is one of my favorite journals ever. This series. Now, it's a little different than Halloween and Christmas just because it's not whimsical, theoretically. And I'm loving this. I don't know what it is. Travel envy for one. Okay, this needs to go. Somehow I got confused on how I was going to do this, which is okay. So yes, Bella painted all these Post-its for me. All right, we still have the face of the crocodile. Day 131 for him. And should we put this here? Yes, okay, that works. I don't want to cover up the crocodile's face. I'm liking this. Karji, I have a new iPad. I think I said I had to get a new iPad, but I can't get signed into my account on Instagram. I forgot my password, and I'm trying to remember it. I only make 1 or 2 passwords, and I move them around. But for some reason, I can't get the combination right, which I just set it up yesterday, so I'm not completely... I'll figure it out. But if you've sent me any messages on Instagram, and I haven't answered you, I'm not trying to be rude. I can't remember my password. And I even have them in a file. Disguised. But I still can't find it. All right, I'm going to add a little Stabilo to the outside edge. And then kind of blur it with my finger, I think. Just so it gives it a soft edge. Maybe. Kind of looks like newspaper print. Dirty. I can't imagine wrangling camels. I know there's a lot of camels in Australia. They brought them over there because they can handle the heat and traveling and no water. which is very, very normal over there. See, it's kind of smearing the black on me and on the book, but that's fine. That's what I want. Kind of just gives a little bit of a shadow effect. Sort of. I don't want to do the inside. I wonder if I should... Let's see what happens here. It kind of softens the cream of the paper. I'm okay with that. Maybe I should. New technique. Aborigine, Australia. Camel wrangling, Australia, Ethiopian. As one does, right? Right. I love this. I had to move my camera. I hope I was in frame. Some of that. My camera is lower than it was before. So I like that it's closer, but I still can't figure out where to put the stupid thing. Oh, I love this. I just love this. I know. I say it and I repeat it. I'm getting sick of myself repeating it. And every day on my description, I say, I love this. And I do. Every single day. Oh. Let's do a flip through, just this volume 2. Zamboanga, which I think was in Indonesia. Malaysia. Oh. Still have the orangutan I got to do something with. Eyes in the Jungle. Borneo. Oh, I do love that one too. Oh, this is when the mango fruit was falling on the roof of his guest house where he was sleeping. I love this one too. I love them all. The surface of the reservoir shines like patent leather in the clear morning. How poetic. Ramadan in Indonesia. Oh. Maybe Vietnam, the first beginnings. Ugh. Yogyakarta. I don't know how to say that right. In Indonesia. Oh. Borobudur, a massive temple, Buddhist temple. And then Darwin, Australia. And crossing the Catherine River and going into Alice Springs. Oh! This one is not nearly as big. I got to do the front 2 pages over again. I like this, the map. We started here. This is the edge of Alaska. This is at the edge of Russia. We started right here, and then he's gone. And now we're about in the middle of, almost to the middle of Australia. Then we got to come over to New Zealand, to the tip of South America, and all the way back up to Alaska. Don't like that. What was I thinking? Don't like that. Love this. This is where it all started changing. Russia. Japan. Like that. Love that. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Like that. Zen. Buddhist. Korea. China. Three Gorges Dam. More China. Friendship Pass going into Vietnam. Love him still. The Reunification Express bound for Saigon. The Forbidden Purple City Palace. Uh-oh, what happened here? Oh. Nope, it's coming unglued. This is deli paper. Philippines, that's what the beginning of that book is. Oh. 1,500-year-old rice terraces. Philippines. Hello. Kumusta. Going the language of, oh dear. Oh. I forgot about that one. Oh, this was just me cleaning off my desk. It has nothing for nothing. And then into here for volume 2. So, what did I say? Vietnam? No, Philippines. Okay, Philippines. It's the rest at the beginning of this. God, I love this. Mount Pinatubo, an active volcano. Oh, okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.